Deep-sea divers have always been in pursuit of exploration, fueled by curiosity and a thirst for treasures and sunken vessels. With only 5% of the world's ocean explored, we are naturally drawn to the unknown, of the mysterious depths that lie beneath the surface of the ocean. It is a realm untouched by the sunlight, where the darkness reigns and secrets await discovery. And so, brave adventurers descend into these uncharted waters, facing the perils that lurk in the abyss. Encounters with mysterious creatures in the depths are recorded throughout history. While each encounter may vary, there are common themes of a relentless attacker and a struggle for survival. These encounters often leave those involved with a deep sense of fear and awe, inspiring them to seek answers and advocate for the protection of the marine environment. One well-known example is the legend of the Kraken, a gigantic sea monster said to dwell in the depths of the ocean. Numerous sailors throughout history have claimed to have encountered this creature, describing it as a massive tentacled beast that can capsize ships and drag them down into the depths. Another example is the tale of the Leviathan, a monstrous sea creature mentioned in various ancient texts and mythologies. The Leviathan is often depicted as an enormous sea serpent. In some legends, it is described as being unstoppable and capable of causing immense destruction. And the last example, the uncharted ocean trench. A group of experienced divers embarked on an exhilarating adventure, the Great Abyss. As it was known, it held countless secrets and mysteries awaiting to be uncovered. The team consisted of 6 individuals, each with their unique skills and backgrounds. These guys are pros in their chosen fields of work, and as they plunged deep into the treacherous abyss, the water surrounding them grew cold with each passing meter, causing their suits to tighten and their movements become sluggish as their bodies succumbed to the immense pressure. The weight of the ocean bore down on them, compressing their lungs, making each breath more of a struggle. But being experienced divers, this was normal. It's what happens in the deep. They continued their descent, eager to uncover these secrets that lay hidden on the sea floor, be it trinkets or uncovered species. After a while of heading directly down, they saw the trench and went exploring. Entering the dark, their eyes widened with awe as they witnessed the transformation of the once familiar marine environment turn into another worldly spectacle. Bioluminescent organisms, like celestial beings, illuminated the darkness, casting a surreal glow upon the divers' surroundings. The trench came alive with vibrant colours and mesmerising patterns, as if nature had painted her masterpiece beneath the waves. The divers felt a sense of privilege and wonder, becoming immersed in the beauty surrounding them, exploring the trench, but all the while still remaining vigilant and cautious, respecting the delicate balance between fascination and danger. They encountered strange and alien species, each more fascinating than the last. They couldn't believe they had uncovered a hidden world. Like that like button if you'd like to like. But all of a sudden, they noticed a subtle change in their surroundings. The once calm, serene environment began to shift. An eerie silence settled over the trench, as if the creatures themselves had gone silent. The divers' instincts urged them to be cautious, but the allure of the unknown enticed them further. It was then that the ocean turned hostile, its gentle embrace transforming into a menacing grip. From every direction, aggressive predators emerged, attracted to the disturbance caused by the divers. Their sharp teeth and big black piercing eyes that were darker than the deepest places on Earth, reflecting the fear that now gripped the divers' hearts. The once serene and calm atmosphere of the ocean transformed into a foreboding and hostile environment. The water that was once previously clear and inviting now appeared murky and filled with tension. The gentle currents that had guided the divers through their exploration had become more turbulent and unpredictable, making it difficult for them to navigate. As the predators emerged from every direction, the atmosphere became charged with a sense of danger and urgency. The divers could see these aggressive creatures lurking in the shadows, their predatory instincts triggered by hunger. The visibility decreased significantly. The once vibrant colours of the underwater world muted and obscured. An eerie silence replaced the harmonious symphony of marine life, as if creatures of the deep sensed the impending danger and returned into hiding. Adrenaline and fear was taken over as the divers felt the weight of the ocean's menacing grip on every move. The sound of their own heartbeats pounding in their ears only amplified and heightened their senses, reminding them of the perilous situation they now found themselves in. All around them, the divers could see the predators closing in, their sharp teeth glistening in the dim light. It was a chilling reminder, in the vastness of the ocean, they were no longer at the top of the food chain. The divers had to rely on their training, instincts, and each other to navigate through the treacherous waters, making their way back to safety, back to the ship they dove off. It was a test of their courage and ability to adapt to the rapidly changing conditions, but still, no amount of training could prepare them for what happened next. Just as they were starting to plan the way out and get back to the surface quick, with lightning fast speed, the predators closed in, becoming luminescent themselves as they got closer, as if to confuse you and trip you out, so you can't tell how close or far they actually were. The divers quickly realised that they were facing a life and death situation. They had to think fast and use their limited resources to defend themselves. Some divers reached for their diving knives, brandishing them as makeshift weapons to fend off the attackers. The creatures seemed to attack in waves. With each attack, the divers had to rely on their quick reflexes and situational awareness. They dodged and lunged out of the way of the creatures, trying to use their agility to outmaneuver them, but they were facing things in their own territory, its own environment, its home. So quickly, the predators started taking chunks out of the divers, creating clouds of blood to appear, adding to the panic of attracting more of them, or something even worse. So using their weapons, the divers struck back with precise and calculated slashes and powerful thrusts, aiming for vulnerable spots, easy to tell if you've been working with fish or beasts for years. Now, it was a battle for survival in the depths of the ocean, and it was intense, with the divers desperately fighting to protect themselves and each other. They formed a tight-knit circle. The dive lights they carried flickered, casting eerie shadows on the surrounding walls of the trench. Defending against the onslaught, their teamwork and coordination became crucial as they coordinated their efforts to fight off the predators. One of the divers was then bitten on the neck and had to use his hands to cover the wound, leaving himself defenseless. The monsters took advantage of this, swarming him and pulling him into the darkness. The others watched, knowing that they would suffer the same fate. So in a desperate act, they decided to try and get out the trench. Despite the odds against them, the divers refused to give in. They swam with every ounce of strength they had, fueled by the realization that their lives depended on it, thinking every breath they took underwater could be their last. All of them were getting torn to shreds, losing lots of blood, and the creatures were in hot pursuit. One by one, they were picked off as they desperately swam towards the surface, the monsters separating them from each other, singling one at a time. Despite their valiant efforts to swim to safety, their fates were already sealed, and their struggles in vain. Eventually, only one of the divers remained. She finally emerged from the water onto the safety of the boat, just as she was about to be next to be kept in the depths. Haunted by the experience, she vowed to uncover the truth behind their ordeal. Fueled by the loss of her sister, who was also one of the divers, gave her strength, and armed with a unique story to tell, she became an advocate for the ocean preservation, dedicating her life to understanding the mysteries that lurk beneath the surface. The tale of their harrowing adventure spread among the diving community. It became a symbol of the thin line separating fascination and danger, reminding divers to always stay vigilant and prepared for the unexpected. So there you have it, a story where the divers uncover a hidden world, find themselves surrounded by aggressive predators, and fight for survival in a hostile and unfamiliar environment. I hope you enjoyed it. Bounce that like button, or comment if you think I can improve in any way. Thank you very much.